someone thought he'd already sent the invite yesterday.
I assumed that you had, and then I was like, wait a second. I don't have a link for this meeting.
Have they got rid of me?
Yeah. Have I been ousted? No.
If someone would like to check. Oh.
Yeah, I'm one step ahead of you, Dave Pitt.
Thank you muchly, Bab.
Quite all right.
Do you think Adam's going to stay lit up as the night goes on? Or do you...
I've got a light on.
Yeah, but is it in another room?
There is something about the lights in the house that make the darkness more rich.
Yeah, the one in the corridor by the toilet. You turn it on, and it is. Yeah, once the light is on, it feels darker.
Yeah, the darkness is nothing but enhanced by it.
Hi, H. Yeah. H is in the room. I've got itchy pits today.
Itchy day.
Surely every time you're itchy, it's itchy pits.
Itchy pits. That's what we called him in school. Chalky white and itchy pits. Spider Brendan.
Good old Spider Brendan. Ah, dear me.
Go, Spider Brendan.
Tonight's list.
There we go.
Yay!
Sorry.
What are you done, Mike?
So, no, about 20 minutes ago, Dad was in the room and was trying to talk to me. He didn't realise we were on stream, and he kept talking to me, so I muted myself to respond. It didn't mute, and it's only muted until 2 minutes ago, and it was trying to catch up with itself. And eventually, it's just unmuted itself after I pressed it for about 30 seconds constantly. And if the three of you now look at the WhatsApp chat,
wait, because my phone's plugged in, charging.
A message that simply just reads, "I've muted myself."
I've muted myself.
Honestly,
Mike.
Right.
When you went off to pick your phone up off the floor, hello, John T. John T's.
Hi, John T.
When you went and took your headset off to have a fuck around, whatever you was doing, I said to Hannah Platt, oh, look at him. I'm ever so chuffed that, like, I know him, and he's got my phone number in his phone. And
he was like, if we were in a room full of people, he'd look at me and he'd say, "Hi, Dave," and everyone else would be really jealous. It was so sweet.
That's so lovely. I can't even. If I wanted to mock that, I couldn't.
It's so lovely, but a pretty low bar to be your mate.
It's actually a pretty high bar, to be fair.
I was going to say, if that's what it takes, then everyone else must be really shit.
They are, Mikey. They are.
Compared to you, Mike,
in the whole world is more shit than you.
I also said to Platt, it was your voice note from a couple of weeks back, which simply said, I saw Amy Winehouse on the tube. She got off at I Barnet. And I was giggling for about 2 days.
I can't.
I know it's not your joke, but it was just lovely.
Yeah, that's old. Yeah, that's a classic one. That
Amy Winehouse is French for "I like the pub."
Yeah,
I love that one. That one always. I spy Steph. I spy Steph. I spy Steph. I spy Steph. She's there.
Steph.
I'm gonna absolutely confused by everything that's going on. I spy Steph. I spy Steph. I spy Steph.
Steph. Hi, Steph. You're muted.
Oh, you fucked it. You fucked it.
You're still muted.
we go. Oh, that was such a lovely intro.
That was amazing. That was the best intro ever.
Literally, I went to answer a phone call and I came back to absolute anarchy. What have you lot been doing?
Waiting for you.
Oh, well, thanks for vamping.
We are live, by the way, Steph.
Well, that's
So,
why
don't
the
say
nipples are away.
Got lovely tributes to Mr. Dave Pitt coming in on the chat from our good friend H.
No.
And Dave refuses to read them out because I don't like compliments.
Do you know?
No, I won't accept them. Oh no! Well,
He
you're
brings
gonna.
up how much he doesn't like them
No.
all the time, therefore making people want to give them in more. So I think actually it's a double bluff, and he does.
Mm.
When
Gotta
I-
say to that,
I've got your
monsieur.
number.
So
Yeah.
when I first met Dave, it'll be what year are we in? 7 years.
Currently,
It'll be
7 years.
it'll be 7 years in a couple of weeks, and I'll never forget. You know, in like film noir films, the detective is always like looking over a bridge, or like doing something like really like aloof, and sort of
Looking out at the sea.
mysterious. Yeah, imagine that, but the bridge is the Tilston Studio at Arena Theatre, and the film noir detective is Dave Pitt. That's
so
exactly,
Dave's
that's
going.
exactly
I
how
tried
we
to
met.
forget
Right.
her.
I could.
It's been 7 years since Mikey Southern rolled into my life.
In all the accessible arts venues, in all the towns, in all the West Midlands.
I can rock a
Walk into
fedora and a
mine.
raincoat.
I got a message from a friend who's watching this, and he just went, "What is this?"
No one knows.
Sorry.
We haven't even
Sorry.
started yet. We haven't even
is this?
started.
Hello,
Um,
Adam. We did once have structure, Adam's friend. But, it's just sort of-
But we
I
quickly
don't know.
lost
Remember
it.
that?
But then lockdown
Remember
happened
when
and
we had a
haven't
solid
installed
beginning, middle, and end?
Yeah,
No,
I think
never
I
happened.
think that happened for about 2 live shows, and that was it.
I'll miss the live show. You reckon we'll find somewhere
Oh,
that have a-
all the little live shows.
Yeah. Remember when they used to give us our own bottle of water?
I know.
Yeah. And then
I
do you
used to
remember
like
when
that.
they switched to cans of water to be more
Oh,
eco-friendly?
cans of still
I've never felt
water.
more
Yeah.
posh than when
And
I
then-
got handed a
and
can
then-
of water.
and then Dave would call us the talent as we
Yeah.
walked through the door.
Yeah.
Can I have the
that was
talent
nice.
to the stage, please?
Yeah, we'd
Yes,
be like,
you can, Mr.
who
Pitt.
do you mean?
Yes, you can. Let's just go and find them. Yeah.
Right,
Talent!
we've started.
Talent!
I'm just enjoying these blinds, to be honest. Look at that. Whoa.
Ooh.
I was
And a
talent.
couple of
Now-
garlics.
I like
Now I
that.
do this.
You are
I'd
playing
look,
merry hell
I'd
with the
imagine
white balance.
blinds to be.
Didn't even
I'd
know there
imagine
were blinds on that
blinds to be
window.
the cat, like the cat version of a Newton's cradle. Like I'd imagine cats get the same amount of fun and enjoyment out of a pair of blinds or a set of blinds. A pair that don't come in twos
They might.
as we do. As we do.
Depends
from
how many
a
windows you got,
cradle.
Ron. If you got 2
Yeah.
windows, Mike, they come in pairs.
Well, no, because if the windows aren't the same size, Dave.
Yeah, but if they are the same size, they come in pairs. Do you want to fight about it? That's it. It's the end of the
So,
fucking show.
Welcome to the podcast, everyone.
And in answer to your question, my cats don't always like the blinds because my cats have
Oh, weird.
eating disorders.
Oh,
Because
then they
they're,
got Chica.
they're chunky
Listen.
boys. Yeah, sometimes they fit through the blinds and sometimes they do not.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah. And I think I've told the story before about when Jasper got caught on one and he panicked and
Yes.
and then as he tried to back out, of course the blinds in my house are like white wooden ones because we fancy. And of course, as he backed back out, the whole blind moved at the same time. So he fell off the windowsill and then dangled there like a furry Christmas ornament. And and me, still being in bed, went, "Oh, my precious child, I must save you!" And I reached out just to like scoop my little fur out and pop him back on the windowsill. And what he saw was a vicious attempt on his life. And he tried to kill me. And I do say tried to kill me because he bit through my finger and tore claws all down my arm. So I rescued him, and then he managed to like unfree himself and he ran off. And then I was sat in bed going, "Ungrateful git, why are my bed sheets wet? I had white bed sheets this morning. Why are they now red?" As I'm just pouring blood everywhere. Yeah, he got me an absolute good.
Right.
Can you just say scoop again?
Scoop.
Thank you.
Could you?
Would you like me to make it even better? Poopa scooper.
Could you clip that, please, Jonty?
Right. We got a Geordie to say Bram Stalker.
Oh yeah, the weekend. Yeah.
Oh.
I could not stop saying it, even though it was in the middle of a gig. I was like, do it again. Stalker. Bram Stalker.
Steph, what did you want to talk about earthquakes?
Because there was an earthquake today. Did anyone feel it?
No.
No, me neither. Move on.
Oh.
What? That's okay. We now have to have. I think after that we're gonna have to set a rule about content.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I learned a thing. Oh no, this is just a fact. It's not an interesting story.
I'll accept it.
But I just because when you said earthquake, it came into my head. So it turns out there's this place in the sea, right, where there was like an underwater volcano, and it's like super hot and like ridiculously like it's like hell, basically.
Like hot in a sexy way?
No, very not sexy.
It's not a sexy way.
Unless you find magma sexy, I don't know. I'm not here to shame anyone.
You know what? Sometimes we do.
If you could say magma like India Fisher.
Magma.
Yes, I do.
Okay. There's this place where it's like super crazy hot and weird and pressure, but like they sent a little camera down there to be like, what's going on down there? And there's fucking huge sharks down there that have evolved to live in the hot. They've got special like fucking iron oxide coating on them or some shit. Like,
Have you not
crazy
seen the snails that live down there?
Yeah, they're creepy iron snails. Yeah, it's like that, but they're fucking massive. They're big old sharks. They're not like, oh look, it's a shark. No, we're talking hammerhead sharks. We're talking
Hulk sharks.
Yeah.
The radiation and the gamma rays have made them now Hulk sharks. They're all going to be green. They're going to grow legs. Hench. They're going to come on land. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the moment I will no longer be on this planet.
Same. It's going to be exactly like street sharks.
I'm going to do
cartoon
like
street sharks.
I'm just going to try and shit to the balloons to myself, and I am gone.
I'm going to be that man.
I will sooner live in the vacuum of space.
Yeah.
Go on, Mikey.
And
it could just feel like the Craverdale advert when those cats had thumbs. No.
It could be. You're right.
When those cats had thumbs.
Have you not seen
Have you not seen that?
It doesn't have to be like apocalyptic. It could just be nice.
Yeah, but you know if cats get thumbs, that's the end of the world.
That's the end.
Cats are just not able to fulfill their evil deeds because of thumbs.
You say that, but I do have a horn, and look how much better the world is because of that.
On his wheelchair, Steph.
Oh, God.
Oh my God!
God damn it!
I made the mistake of assuming we've known each other long enough.
That was beautiful. That was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, and I've seen dogs.
This one,
Steph. The pause for breath after the word horn. You went, I've got a
Don't
horn.
put this on, Michael.
There's also the look down.
Yeah.
I've got a horn.
And it makes the world a better
He
place.
looked at the horn on his wheelchair, people.
And it
Honestly,
makes the world
Honestly,
a better
I've done
place.
a lot
Just because-
of talk about Tinder and weird messages. I've never had one off Mike to confirm he's not one of them. So
Well,
if he's
just
going around telling the
because-
world he's got a horn that makes the world a better place,
Just
Dirty
because,
boy.
just because I've written a play about sex doesn't
Yeah.
mean sometimes it's just bourbon. Like, it's not always.
So what is a sort of sandwich?
threesome.
Are you
Threesome. He means threesome.
Are you the filling, Mikey?
Oh.
Are you the lovely
Hell.
Albany filling?
Is that what your horn is? Hannah's gonna spit a tea. Don't spit, Hannah.
I just taken a sip.
Don't
Oh.
laugh at Mikey's horn.
Stop
Rude.
it.
Yeah,
No.
it makes the world a better place.
John T says, ooh, chocolatey.
Coming in from the chat, Hannah is wondering why earthquakes always happen at night, and that seems like a conspiracy that people haven't got their teeth
Oh, look
into
at you
yet.
trying to distance yourself from Mikey's
From the
horn.
horn, yes, I am. We've had enough of that.
No, we're
Mike,
still on
Mike.
this.
Mike,
Yes,
Hannah's trying
Stephanie.
to distance herself. Oh, Hannah's trying to distance herself from your horn.
I'm on
I
your
don't know.
side, Michael.
I don't even know what the.
I'm-
I don't
Whereas-
even know what the correct response to this is. To be
We're all
honest,
working to have it.
I'm sure I'll think of something clever and witty at 9:15.
Come back to me
The
in
moment,
an hour and a half.
then
So earthquakes only happen at night.
No,
No.
it's just that it always seems to be whenever there's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
Steph.
news report that says like there was an earthquake today. Like Hannah's always slept through every single one of them.
Yeah, but Hannah is chronically sleepy. She sleeps at all hours of the day.
Yeah, but I
Um,
feel like when we had an earthquake when I lived down south, that was at night because I woke up and I thought I'd had a weird dream that someone was shaking my bed, and then when I woke up properly in the morning, I was like, oh no, that was an earthquake.
there was.
Can confirm
that-
today's one was
that-
at 2:30.
Oh.
that earthquake down
Myth
south,
busted,
Hannah, wasn't
busted.
wasn't an earthquake. It was just someone paying this congestion charge.
Many years ago, there was an earthquake in Dudley, which measured a full
Oh, yeah.
2.5 on the Richter scale, which is
I mean, that's quite a lot for
essentially.
around here, to be fair.
It's a fart, basically. It is.
Didn't it do like
In the grand scheme of
500,000?
things.
Didn't it do like £500,000 worth of improvements?
Hey! There was-
Bumptish.
I was working at a school at the time.
Yes, you
And-
were. What school was that?
No, it wasn't that school. It was a primary school that I was
Oh.
at. And one of the teachers was like,
The disappointment instinct.
Because,
Like,
because you know you were talking
Oh.
earlier about how long you've known Dave. Well, I can confirm I've known him longer because Dave knew me when I was a
all
schoolgirl.
right.
that sounds wrong, doesn't it?
No,
Yeah.
That
no
sounds.
context.
Tonight
so
on Out of Context
that's-
Smoke Room.
That
Going from Mikey's
sounds.
horn to Steph as a schoolgirl.
That sounds like this entire show is just a grooming project, and it's really not.
Had me picked out since 2001.
I actually don't remember Steph when she was at the school.
Because she was just one of many you groomed.
We've got a new person in the chat called
He's
Jacob
ignoring that.
saying, "I'm still not 100% sure of what this is, but it's entertaining."
Thank you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Um,
think we really know, to be fair.
Jonty's also just put to stream a predator, which is genuinely quite funny.
Oh, that was
Right. There was this teacher at a school who says, Did you hear about the earthquake last night? And everyone was like, no, I slept through it. And she went, oh, I didn't. And she says, and I heard that what you got to do when you have when you're in an earthquake is stand under a door.
Yeah.
So she's in the middle of Dudley. She stood under the door in her bedroom. Because there was an earthquake. That famous earthquake
Dave,
hotspot.
Dave, hold on. Oh, can I point of point of order. When you say stand under a door, does this mean stand in a doorway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Standing
Yeah.
there.
You don't like go quickly get the door, take the door
Under
off the
the
hinges.
lintel of the Not like with a big flat door on you. No. In a
Yeah.
door.
Maybe she did.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Earthquakes under a door frame, tornadoes in the bath with a blanket over you, or just earthquakes. Just get out of the house as well. It's a good one.
In the bath with a blanket over.
They say
Yeah,
that for
so-
a fire, don't they? Stand in the shower.
Yeah, because you can turn it on because water doesn't burn. But
Yeah.
gotta turn it down though because hot water can burn. So it's
Oh,
hot.
right, okay, thank you. Unwin.
You have this great idea.
With unwind.
There's a fire, so you have this great idea of standing in the bath, and you end up slowly broiling yourself to death.
That did happen. There's been a story of that happening. I can't remember. It was in
Is
America.
that,
No.
is that now why you're a ghost?
It was a guy, no, an old woman who was in the bath during a house fire, and she required help to get in and out. So everyone else left because they couldn't get in, and the water boiled, and she became soup. More broth,
Take
really, I
this
suppose.
More
Those
broth.
words could only ever come out of the mouth of Adam Unwin.
More and more, I ask
She became
myself,
a soup.
what is going on?
I like the fact that he said she became a soup and then decided to check himself, and it wasn't with that's inappropriate. It was more of a broth. Like the bit Adam Unwin took like the liberty with was the type of casserole
Well,
a little old lady
Because it was
become.
much more watery than a soup.
Yeah.
and there wasn't any vegetables. It was just she just boiled the meat down. So like the broth,
Well,
really is stock.
I'm glad I've got that mental image for life.
Granny
Yes.
stock.
A granny stock.
What would you put it with? What would you?
Not very Mentos, obviously.
There'd definitely be
Steak.
no. There'd,
I'm gonna get sued.
there'd definitely be some sort of
Jokes on
sewage in
them. I've got
there.
nothing.
Jokes on them. Try and take my nothing.
No, I
You're gonna
definitely.
owe the bank instead.
I'd add some suet to a granny broth.
Yeah, it feels very
Feels
like,
like you
So
need-
you want a dumpling with it,
Yeah.
right?
You want a
Yeah,
dumpling
yeah.
with you.
I
As
want
in
a dumpling with your
jam
granny.
totally through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this might be the weirdest conversation we've had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Hi, new
Again.
people.
Quickly, Grandad, reviver. I haven't got any suet.
I'll say again,
Oh,
I'll
just
pine
feel
for
a
the
bit
days
scary.
it had structure.
There is some lovely descriptions of the show in the chat. H has
Read
put.
about
H has put. At one point, it was a sharing of fantastical life stories. Then the pandemic happened, and we couldn't do new things. So now it's a beautifully manic mishmash of whatever comes up.
Yeah, seems alright.
Jacob's also said, "I hope this is the weirdest conversation you've had." Nope.
Sorry.
Tonight,
Jacob, you should have been here for poetry night.
We should do poetry night again.
I was also.
All right, a limerick.
Oh, look at you! You didn't. I'm so proud. You didn't want to do poetry month in April, and then now
Yeah,
you're
I-
all coy
Yeah,
about
and
that.
I almost
Now
didn't
look
do it,
at
and then I did do it, and now I'm into
Oh,
poems.
fuck.
I'm a poem person now, guys. I'm into poems. So I think we should do poems.
Yeah.
Me and Mikey were in a room together this week,
But that was good, wasn't
and
it?
that was
exciting.
for a poetry night.
How did it go?
It went really well. The Tilston at the
Yeah.
arena was pretty full, wasn't it, Mike?
Those nights now, I can't believe how packed they are.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah.
So good.
Say that again, Mike, because I don't think Steph was really appreciative of what you just said.
I was.
No,
Excuse me?
she wasn't, Mike.
He said it was.
Mike,
and
if
I went,
anything,
Ooh.
no, yeah, in a mocking manner.
It wasn't a mocking way.
Poetry.
Just-
All right, don't
Look.
start that with me, Pete.
So, I've actually got a bit of a story about something that happened.
A
at that
story
party.
of this
Story?
chaos.
I'd like to hear it.
Story.
I did I did briefly tweet about it, as you can only ever do on Twitter. 250 characters. What happened?
I said it before the show, and I'll say it again. This man has my phone number in his phone. He's a friend of mine, and it makes life worth living.
He does have a horn that makes the world a better place.
He does. He does.
Mike's
Got
Saturday
on a
Night Horn.
t-shirt now, Steph.
Eh?
You.
What was
Aye.
that? What did you say?
Then we can make a T-shirt of it. Oh no,
What,
her
t-
face.
A t-shirt with your horn on it. Mikey's horn makes the world a better place. I want it on a tea towel because that is truly the sign of civilization.
And on the back, it
All
can just say,
appreciation
no.
society.
Yeah, in jokes.
Sorry, Mike. What was you saying? You had a story.
So, yeah, Tuesday, I turned up, didn't I? Not really knowing the poem I was going to do.
He did.
I-
Yeah, he was.
That's brave.
Because I didn't have one for the theme in the first half. I thought, well, I've got the interval to decide, and I've got my phone in front of me, so I can just sight read from there. So, the interval comes, I load up my phone, and this man comes up to me in the interval. He says, "Sorry, I hope you don't mind me saying, but I used to manufacture your make of wheelchair. Now, just to give you a visual on this man, imagine every black country dad in his mid to late 50s.
Yep, I can see it.
Like we're talking plaid shirt, right? Like denim jeans and like buzz cut, right?
Nice.
And then it just takes me through all of the spec of my own wheelchair.
Oh my
And
god.
it's like, I don't even know this man's name. Like, I just now, like, I'm not really a car man. I mean, let's be honest, I'm barely even a wheelchair man. I mean that in the sense that I'm not really arsed as long as it's upright. Like, if anyone from the DWP is watching, I'm so disabled, it's real. Cover all bases.
It's unreal.
This
Don't
is,
worry.
this is easily
You know how to say it
my
now?
favourite show we've ever done. Oh God!
Let's be honest, they've only got to look back at other episodes. And most of the ones where I'm hiccuping for 25 minutes. And so he's sort of, so he's there telling me that, he's like, has he got a tilt? Like, does it rise up? And I'm like, no, it's only got a tilt. It's the, one of them, is it? Like,
it's like, has it got split back seats? Oh, it hasn't got split back seats. Oh.
yeah. And he's like, don't ever get a front wheel drive. Now, for the non-wheelchair enthusiasts in the room, what a front wheel drive wheelchair means, basically, it's got the battery at the front.
Right.
Oh,
and
it's
whereas
off balance.
Whereas this one's got the battery in the middle, which means
Yeah.
I can turn on a sixpence. So,
Nice.
I promise this story gets better. Right, stick with me.
No, it's
So if you've got the battery at the front, do you get like oversteer?
yeah, can you
actually-
tip up?
I don't actually. It can't because it's got little stabilisers on it. and
Okay.
Can you
Okay,
get
I
good
got
drift in
worried.
an icy car park?
I don't know because I'm barely out in ice.
There's an episode. We're going to take Mike to an icy car park. Just see what
Oh
happens.
my god.
Get him doing
We're
donuts.
just gonna go straight to hell.
Oh,
it'd be
I'll
well
see you
fun,
there. It's
Oh,
fine.
thank you for the
Um,
follow, Jacob. Jacob's following us. Everyone say thank you.
Yeah,
See?
thank you.
I like to think it was the wheelchair story that came up with it. that's quite a bad choice of words when talking about wheelchairs, but no one away.
You just told me that that's not possible.
Only with front wheel drive.
But for
God.
comedic effect. And then, like, so he's telling me about the spec of my own wheelchair. And you know, in those house parties where you're trapped in the kitchen
Yes.
because you want to, and you can't get away from the nerds. Yes.
They're always an accountant.
Exactly like that. And then, to make it even weirder, apparently, in the arena that night, outside, there was I think it was an Audi TT on it, Dave.
That was brilliant. This woman comes in.
It was parked quite illegally.
This woman comes in and says, is anyone here the owner of an Audi TT that's blocking loads of people in? And it's like, this is a fucking theatre. Like,
Yeah, this is a
you know,
poetry night, madam.
Poetry.
What do you think? We're not even in the main stage.
if you'd have
Do
come
we
in,
drive an Audi TT?
if you'd have come in saying, has anyone got a kaftan? We'd be all over that. No.
Is this anyone's pashmina? Yeah, good.
Yeah. So Neil comes onto the microphone and says, "Has anyone got a?"
Carry on, Michael. Don't indulge him. Don't indulge him. Michael, carry on.
Congratulations. So Neil,
He's
That was
gonna go.
the
He's gonna go.
dirtiest laugh I've ever heard Mike do.
Neil goes, "Has anyone got an Audi TT?" And he's like, "No, I didn't think so. You don't look like an Audi TT crowd." And then, as if this guy could, and then as if this guy couldn't get any more duller, just goes, "Nah, take me. I've only got a little Fiat." And then I'm like, "Oh right." He says, "It's all right though. Got us to John O'Groats last year."
Bless him.
And I got 46 miles to the gallon.
He did the car version of "It's not the size that matters."
There is like
And
that
then-
level of like sort
still
of
got-
middle-aged to older man that will do that though, won't they? Just like they set off down a track of conversation and that's it, you're done. Like
Yeah,
you just gotta ride it
that's
out.
my dad. My dad used to work for a company that made bulletproof glass.
Yeah.
And anytime you got like in a train or got a plane somewhere, be like, "We make that."
Yeah, my
So
dad
the
does
reason
that
why-
as well with his.
The reason why trains have to have bulletproof glasses is because people throw bricks off bridges, and in our glass it'll just absorb it and won't collapse. They'll do the story about how that Boeing plane that had like the window fell out of it.
and the guy got sucked half out.
Yeah, close. Nearly. You added half in there.
No, his legs were out. They had to hold on to his legs. Look, I'm trying to do good conversation, and you people are making it very difficult.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was me that time.
No,
It was,
no, Mike, it was all of us. I'll be honest.
Yeah, we all went.
They had to hold on to his legs to stop him falling out the plane, and it was actually quite terrifying.
Hannah, would you say it was very hard?
No, I wouldn't say that.
What would you
Happened
say?
to us all. Nothing to be ashamed of.
I knew.
I once got into one of
anyway-
those conversations with a guy because I was doing one of my come on. One of my first jobs was doing market research, and it was really, really boring. And so I was sent round to
Imagine having
different
to
like.
research an entire market. Carry on.
It was awful.
Do you like tomatoes for a pound? Do you like tomatoes for a pound? Do you like tomatoes for a pound?
What's your take
And
on?
stay where the wind
What's your take on someone selling dodgy CDs?
If they're selling them out
Are
the
you
back of a
finished?
Fiat,
Or...
if they're selling
You
them out the back of a Fiat, I'm all for it. So it's a
Yeah.
bloke at Arena. And there was actually a second half to that conversation.
Yes,
was
please
a lot-
continue, Michael.
a lot-
Ignore
a
these
lot
people.
you say please continue, but this is where it got very dicey.
Why?
Dave very kindly and somewhat very awkwardly brought up me play, and he told that ever so funny joke about how he brought the playtext more expensive because he didn't wait until opening night. And actually, this man's opener was, "So you've written a play then?" Way on
Hey,
brand.
speaking of which,
It's like,
Scrab.
I was like, yeah, done a play. It went down quite well. And this guy goes, "Oh, well, I did used to like it 30 years ago, but then like we used to go to the RSC, but then it's got a bit funny because like they keep
no.
casting, yeah, and I was just like,
No.
just had to,
I was-
like,
I was going to make a joke about what is he a racist, and I didn't because I was like, no, give the man a chance.
I mean, not a racist, but definitely gender critical.
Oh, what? It was because they cast women in men's roles.
Yeah. It's just like, well, you know, it would be like, you know.
Oh yeah,
you
because there's
written a
no
thing and-
cross-dressing in
and they-
Shakespeare at all.
That's- No, we won't have any of that.
I don't,
He tried
Oh
I
to.
don't know.
He tried to
God.
get me. He tried to get me on board and go. Well, you know, it's like if you've written a thing, and like someone else did the opposite. And I thought,
400
well,
years from now. How would you feel? How would you feel in 400 years?
I
Pe-
thought,
Yeah.
powdery.
Yeah. To be fair, I informed my year 9 boys the other day because we were doing Macbeth that if they'd have lived during Shakespearean theatre, they would have played the female roles. And what I actually did was trigger a 10-minute argument over who would have played the girls, because some of them were going, "No, I'm too manly. My voice is too deep. I'm too tall. You'd have played the girl, not me. I'm not really good." And I was like, "Oh dear!" But at the same time, I sat back and let it happen. So,
because easier.
because then I could sit down, and I was
But
like,
it's-
no,
It's
stop."
weird how it because I with my theatre company a few years ago we did these like Shakespeare workshops in schools
was one of them in Cornwall
in
or
Plymouth. Actually.
Torquay? Or,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just got flashback to the story where you did Shakespeare with 2 people.
Yeah, 3 people. Yeah, and a puppet.
Oh, 3 people.
And a
Well,
partridge
less than a
in
cheese.
a pear.
But we did like these schools workshops, and we were like, because we did 12th night, so we were like, gonna do some scene stuff with them. They were like year 7 and year 8, and we were like, oh god, what are we gonna do about like maybe because it was all boys, I think. So it was like, oh, what are we gonna do about we're gonna have to just say to them like, you know, some of you are gonna have to play women, and like that's the way it is, and it's gonna be fine. But they were like, me, I want to play Olivia. No, get out of the way. They like proper were into it loads. They were like, no, I want to do it. I'm better than you at playing a woman. Like it was like a competition then to be like who was the best woman, and I was like, oh, this is nice. I was
don't
expecting
know,
to have
I
some
think-
pushback there, and they were like, no, I'll be playing Viola. So
Do you think though, because they were at an all-boys school,
maybe they were
that's
used
sort
to
of
that.
The norm.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
I don't know
Nice.
what it's like in them posh schools.
When you are in an all-boys school, some of you have to get used to being the woman.
Yeah, I mean, conversely,
Oh,
there's
what?
not when you do drama in like a fucking community college. Shut up! In a community college like setting, there's not enough men, so I always had to play a guy. So
I tried so hard.
I'm just
Gone
trying to
so
have a
far.
conversation, and it's really
I tried so hard because Hannah was making such a good point, and I was like, don't let it out. Don't.
we've got new people here. I'm trying to set a good example.
Why learning?
Yes.
Sense of security.
Yeah, I bet Hannah feels like she's at an open day at a school. Or like year 7.
Hannah feels like I
Yeah.
do trying to teach.
Like every day.
It's
Yeah.
just not happening.
like, I'm trying really hard.
Oh,
I've got points to make.
That was open days at school, open evenings at school were always a funny vibe because you'd like get year 7s and 8s that like stay back and behind. And it was kind of like you had to sort of set an example, but also you're at school out of hours, and that sort of felt a bit anarchic and a bit sort of like the school equivalent of getting up dead early to go on holiday. Just
Yeah.
So Mike, you know this guy who accosted you?
Yes.
And he was what I would call a knobby, right? And every
like the man from Slade.
No, that's Noddy.
Okay.
Every kind of pastime, every job has nobbies, right? And I work in IT, so of course there are nobbies in IT. Steph, do you remember this, or was it just after you'd left? Was this after you'd left the school? There was a student teacher in the CDT department, and he was one of these people who would he'd come up into IT and start quoting motherboard numbers at us, like we cared, right? You know these IT geeks who are like, yes, well, you've got to have the MSI 174693-2. Don't have the -3. What are you, some sort of Philistine? And you're just like, oh, shut the fuck up, man. I don't care. We was talking about the football. You know what I mean? Shut up.
The only like IT related memory I have is walking in to the IT support suite and going, I'm really sorry, I need my password changing, and being yelled at by a member of staff, and that member of staff was you.
I'm terrible at my job.
No, exactly. And I was like, I'm really sorry. Somebody was sat next to me and saw my password get entered, and then they went on the computer next to me and changed my password. No, they won't tell me what it is. And you yelled at me about password security.
And did you?
And nothing has changed to this day.
Nothing has changed.
Did you?
You still yell at me about password security.
I
and
do.
I'm telling you now, everything is the same password, Dave. Through you. Everything.
In fact,
1, 2, 3, 4. Internet know it.
I think I turned up at Steph's school where she was a teacher to do some training, and I think I yelled at you about password security.
Did you everyone? In fact, you used me as an example. You said, so if you're
Don't
anything
be like
Steph, and all of your passwords are the same for everything, and every person in the room went, boom, and I was like, oh, here we go again. Yeah. But what I will say is, because we hadn't seen each other for years, when you came in to do that training course, it had been a couple of years since we'd seen each other. And you know that Spider-Man meme where everyone's like you walked in and you got your back to it, and bear in mind the training was taking place in my classroom because I had the biggest room, and I'd gone to make myself a cup of coffee, and I came back in and we both looked at each other, and I went, and you did the same to me. No, this is my room.
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
And then we hugged for 10 minutes.
No, we didn't. Don't tell a lie.
I don't believe that for a second.
You know that never happened.
Eight minutes.
I can imagine Dave. He went for a hug, and Steph threw her boiled cup of tea on you. No!
Well, actually, we did hug, and then all of the members of staff were like, "Why is she hugging the IT guy?" And I was like, "Don't worry, it's a friend."
No one ever hugs the IT guy.
No one ever hugs the IT guy. Anyway, at this school where you were... Oh, go on, Mike.
You were mid-story. Apologies. I thought we were moving on to... I was going to... Because I do actually have an IT-related story, sort of.
See,
carry
who
on.
needs structure? Eh?
We do. We really do.
I'd like some eventually.
Like, just in any aspect of life.
I'm just sort of flitting around like a bumblebee high on cocaine.
Anyway,
Why
Where-
is the
Instead of
was
us,
I?
Adam's running around
Sound
going,
like-
Zob,
sound like Peter
Zob.
Anyway, where was I? I'll tell you where I was. I was IT teching at Steph's school, and
Right.
there was this pain in the arse student teacher, and he was
Steph.
no, he wasn't.
I
Steph.
was gonna say that.
And
11.
yeah, and he was nasty to the kids, and he thought he knew everything. He thought he knew everything about IT. So of course the sixth formers got him by taking a screenshot of his desktop and then making it the desktop wallpaper, and then deleting all the icons. So they click on the icons and nothing happens because they're not there, that completely confused him. And it's like, you don't know anything about IT if you fell for that one. But he was shouting at one of the year 7 kids, right? And full credit to this year 7 kid. No, it wasn't. It wasn't you. Full credit to this year 7 kid, because he's just yelling at him, right? And then this kid just goes, "Oh, shut up, sausage pimp!" Right? Now, I have no idea what a sausage pimp is. All I can tell you is this name round the school went. And honestly, it spread faster than the coronavirus. It was everywhere. The staff, it was like, as soon as it hit the staff, the kids have got a new nickname for him.
Oh
Sausage
my God.
pimp.
He lasted
Sausage
another about 2 weeks at the school, and he had to leave.
You don't come back from sausage.
You
pimp.
do
Yeah,
not come back from
once you're a
sausage
sausage
pimp.
pimp, that's it. Life's over.
But then, the other side to that, I knew a nobby, right, who was also a complete lunatic. So he
He's
used
in prison now.
now he used to work for Harper's and
Pimping
Beardsmore.
sausage.
No, he used to work for Harper's and Beardsmore, who make doors and windows, right?
Right.
Right.
And one of their products was a floor-to-ceiling window. And part of his job,
A glass wall.
a glass wall, they would build something that's like 15 stories high with floor-to-ceiling windows, and no one would go by the window because they were too scared. So he used to go. He was a proper knobby. He knew everything about doors and windows. But then part of his job was going to these places, and he'd walk in and just go, "Right, everybody on the 15th floor in 5 minutes. I'm only doing this once." Right? And he'd line up the staff, and then he'd go, "Right, are you all watching? I am only going to do this once." And they go, "Huh?" And he'd just run full pelt, throw himself at the window.
Fucking
And then he'd bounce off the window, and he'd be like, "Right, it's safe. Are you happy now?" And then everyone would be like, "Do it again! Do it again!" He's like, "No, I'm doing it once."
It'd be me at the back going, "I wasn't watching." Do it once more. Just once more.
Again, someone in America did die doing that. A high-flying lawyer died.
Forgot to put the
Because
bolts
he-
in.
Threw
No,
himself
he
at the window.
threw himself out the window, and the whole thing just shattered. And he was like, "Oh, I've made a final judgment."
Jonty's put, to be fair, if it went wrong, he'd still only do it once.
Fact.
You only ever do it once.
Yeah,
Wow.
but I
That
just,
reminds me. That reminds me of the bit in The Apprentice when they're doing the job interviews. The guy because everywhere is glass. The guy takes a wrong turn and doesn't go out of the door to go out the room, but in fact turns to go out of the window. He gets to the window and he says, "Oh, can't go out there. I'll turn back."
If it was a bad interview, I'd probably just keep going. Well, I made a tit of myself on TV.
Well, I had my chance.
Did anyone want to hear about the time I was locked in a room by a laptop trolley? So
Okay.
I'm gonna speak for the group, Mike, and say, "Fuck yes."
So, it was one of those it's one of those times where you sort of stay behind. Just to finish off work, but not like enough for it to be like a thing. Like I'll sort of stay behind for an extra 5-10 minutes to finish it off.
Yeah.
And it was the A levels as well, and it was that sort of stressful time, and sort of everyone had gone, and there's just me in the sixth form IT room on my own, and I log off to go, and then realise I can't get the door open because the IT technician has left a tray of laptops there, and at this point, no one's around.
Oh, no.
And just to add a bit more tension, I've got to be at a A-level drama rehearsal that takes place after school at the other side of the site in like T-2 minutes. So I'm like, what happens? And so just I'm literally going, hello, anyone?
Oh
Sir?
my god.
Miss?
The IT technicians are outside the door going, he's rehearsing for that play.
Sounds like he's in real danger.
got me convinced.
It's really good.
love the idea. Love the idea. They go, well, can't he just like move them himself? Like, and then they realise that Mike can't do that because the wheelchair. So the long and the short of the story is, I was rescued in the end, just a little bit late to.
He wasn't. He's still there now. By the bedroom out of that room, he was trapped.
It's all just a simulation.
I just got Amazon delivery through the window for all this stuff.
JS Rock's in the house. Hi, JS Rock.
Hi, JS Rock.
Got on.
Instructions are home.
Oh,
Yeah.
JS Rock, you've missed a fucking blinder so far. You have.
Do they have the phrase "fucking blinder" in the US?
Well, who knows, Mike?
In the same thing.
Imagine.
Sure.
Mike, I could have exported that phrase to them.
Oh God. Just.
Molly.
Was Molly in a polar bear onesie then?
Yep.
Absolutely, yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Why are they just sticking bits of
Oh no, here comes Tim.
Mike? Why have you joined the far right?
Aww.
No, because,
Mikey's
no,
been sponsored
because
by
I hate
UK.
it. I can't move.
It looks like you've got little
You need to
nationalist
take
wings.
screenshots of this to send to the PIP people.
You know who'd love this? The Queen. That's who'd love this.
Probably.
I was thinking today because where I used to live, someone on down the road was going like bunting.
Didn't bank on that, did you? Oh, you could
Take that, fine motor skills.
The thing is, Mike, they've recorded that and are sending it to the DWP as we speak.
Not only can he move, he's also disrespecting our flag.
What you can't hear is off camera. My mum just opened the door, whispered "flag shagger" at me.
Oh my god.
Oh,
What's funny is Mum's
Stop
trying to
whispering
hide the.
flag shagger at him.
Adam,
oh.
Jonty said it's a new punishment. The Queen can sentence you to a bunting.
Yay.
And we've got a lot of bunting up in the street here. It's really excessive.
Oh.
Someone down the end of the street has got, those cardboard masks that they sell at like train stations in London of like the Queen's face, but it's got two little holes cut out. They've got that stuck in the window, but it's like the Queen, Boris, Charles, like it's like a whole little row of like horrible faces.
Why is Boris in it?
I don't know. That was the one that made me go. Hey,
Because he's bringing back imperial measures. Because I don't know about you, Adam, but I'm sick to fucking death of walking into a pub and asking for 565 millilitres of beer. Sick to death of it, Adam.
Deliberately doing that.
it hurts me so much.
Took the
because
badging off the
I'm-
glasses.
I'm so bad at
I want
mental arithmetic. Like, I'm so bad at it. So I can't even do it when it's in nice tens and hundreds. So why are they trying to make me do 12s? I can't add 12s.
12s and 14s,
I
and
can't add
also
12s and
fluid
14s.
ounces are different to normal ounces.
I can't do that.
Welcome to
I will
change,
literally
motherfucker.
continue through all of my life not knowing how much anything is ever because I'll just
Can I
be like,
have 5 cubic chains of beer, please?
yeah. Can I have 22 yards of, I don't know.
Dreams.
And how long's a yard? A yard is the
Did you lose
distance.
me then?
A
Because
yard is,
A distance
From
from
your
your
thumb.
thumb. Yeah, from your thumb to your nose.
yeah.
So
Surely everyone's arms are a different length.
that's the
Don't get
problem.
it.
So you used to go on the market, and it was always a little old woman who used to sell the curtains.
Yeah, tiny old lady.
And
then you'd be like-
yeah.
Get your fucking measuring tape out, love.
Yeah.
I am not trusting you and your dumpy little arms.
What always used to make me
22
laugh is you'd
yards
ask
in
for
a
like
chain.
3 yards and they'd use a meter stick to measure it.
Or you could have just gone, can I have a meter, please? A sensible unit of measurement divisible perfectly by 1,000 millimeters.
That
But
I can
goodbye.
do in my head.
But imagine if we still had the old money, pounds, shillings, and pence.
I would
When it
simply
was-
not buy anything because I can't do it.
Hannah would shrivel.
I just hand them a £20 note every time. Like, I'll take the change.
Yeah.
But then you give them a £20 note and your change is
Yeah.
£27, 14
It's
shillings and
a
threepence.
groat and
What?
a half crown and a third of a shilling. And I just throw them in the air, and then whatever they call, I would pay for that. I've got nothing. I can't do it. The numbers don't work.
Why not?
I probably dyscalculia, but I'm not ready to have that conversation.
yeah, but
Did you just make a word up?
This
No,
calculator,
it's,
no.
it's like dyslexia, but with numbers.
Wow, I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
The what?
but how
Can't do the
funny
head
would
math.
it be when? But how funny would it be when it gets to Christmas and we can finally refer to everything as Dickens would?
That that would
Well,
be the
no,
only bonus of it.
no,
would be like,
No, just
you
Or is that
boy,
just
what day
Tory?
is this? And then throw them a shilling, and I'll be like, is that a pound? What is that? Is that a lot of money?
What can I get with that? Can I
I've
get
got
a
one here.
turkey?
Take this.
with this?
Is this a turkey's worth of coin? Like, we invented this whole system. Why? Why?
John, can you clip that, please? Is this a turkey?
Is this a turkey's
Boy,
worth of
take
coin?
this turkey's worth of coin, and that would be the thing that I had to
And then-
use in my
and then-
head as the
and then the
benchmark
other
for
thing-
everything. I'd be like, what am I buying?
then-
Is it more or less than a turkey? Okay, so if it's like old turkey size
I've got a
thing,
pun,
then I've got my
a pun.
shilling, and then
Got a pun.
Go on, Mike.
And then they'd go to you. No, that amount is merely paltry.
oh god,
Fuck's sake, Mike.
And this,
Mike,
This boy-
delete my number out your phone.
at this point, if anyone knows anyone,
John teacher's bare capital letters, bunt him.
Yeah. Oh
Consider
dear me.
yourself bunches.
Right.
I love
On
using
the
bunts
subject
as a
of the Queen, however, I'm going to take a slight detour. Partly because, can we all just take a moment to respect Mikey's tweet from earlier, which was someone posted a tweet up that ABBA were catching a taxi to the arena where their concert was. Right? And Mikey, who has my phone number in his phone, simply put, Aber in a cabba.
That is wonderful.
However, that's just because I got reminded of Twitter. Stonehenge, the official,
Fuck off.
the official
God.
tourist destination, tweeted a picture for the Jubilee. They projected.
They've rearranged the stones.
No, it's
To say,
worse.
we love you, our
It's
majesty.
worse than that.
Oh no.
They projected pictures of Her Majesty the Queen on the stones.
It looks like a Doctor Who promo of all the regenerations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
It's
Well,
really bad.
at least Stonehenge is no longer the oldest thing in the picture.
Oi.
Hey!
She is actually older than that Stonehenge arrangement because that arrangement
is-
only happened in the late 50s.
Like, if I was the queen, I would be so fucking
Your Majesty!
I would be so fucking embarrassed by all of this bullshit. Do you know what I mean? I'd be like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I'm
Oh,
gonna have a quiet one this Jubilee. Just don't bother. Don't
Yeah.
bother.
She's
You know
snuck
what,
out and
are we?
got to spoons.
Like,
Carving her head out of topiary and fucking.
I'd
oh
pop
my
out,
God.
pop out on the balcony on the morning in my dressing gown with a cup of tea in one hand, fag in the other, and go.
Oh my God. Rollers in.
And then I'd disappear. I'd disappear back in. That'd be the
You know
day.
what I
I like-
just want someone to give her a scooter.
Yeah, just let her. Just let her be.
really
What,
comfy.
like a
Where
Vespa?
you were
Let her be
going.
comfy.
No,
Loads of mirrors. Cute.
Hannah's quite
Hey-
right. Said in the chat we need to
Oh,
wait.
High char on the front.
Hannah said in the chat that we need to. She needs to hang on so that we don't get the like death of the Queen and Jubilee in the same weekend. We need to get 2 holidays off work.
Yeah, I'm not having that.
So we've got
Yeah.
to wait till after
She'll wait, hang
Sunday,
on.
then she can die. Then we have extra days.
No, you know what'll happen, Steph? She'll die in the summer holidays when you're not in work anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
do you
know.
know what? I bet she
Have
will.
you
I'm
seen-
already upset.
Have you
that,
seen the
like,
telly
the
schedule?
holiday comes on
Have you-
half term.
Have you seen the telly schedule on BBC One?
No.
No, I'd rather.
But honestly, it's like Christmas with jewellery. Like it is. It's Christmas with jewellery. Toy Story 2.
Oh, in
Sorry.
which case I'm 100% on board now with the Jubilee, just because, sorry, as it's pronounced properly, Jubilee. What a lovely Jubilee.
Hannah Platts, do you remember how you described the Four Nations anthems in the group chat the once? When they were talking about the different national anthems.
Shit. Yeah. Oh God, it was something like. Because the Scottish one is like, hey, remember when the English came here and we fucking killed them all? And literally, that's the words.
Yeah.
And like the Welsh anthem
That's
is
the words.
like, oh, like the blood of our fatherland. Like, do you know what I mean? And then like
Defending
the-
its English.
Yeah, defending again. And then the Irish one is like,
I love
wait,
the
which
Irish
one's
one.
which now? Because there's 2, aren't there?
No,
Anyway, and then-
Northern
and then-
Ireland hasn't got one.
Ireland's
Oh.
cool.
Isn't it? Is Ireland? Is that's the one?
That's the rugby one.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then the
That
English
one
one is
mentioned
like,
being
we
of
love our
English.
old lady and her big shiny hat. Yay! Yay!
Protect the Queen with her little. Did you see the like when she was ill and they did the opening upon her and they just paraded her hat around in like a big fancy coat? She was like, "Here comes the hat now.
It's
What a
especially
splendid hat!
designed, like Rolls Royce, fucking just for the hat.
Very nice hat."
I would be
And-
so embarrassed. Do you know what I mean? Like if I had like, and they reckon her personal wealth is something like 800 million or something, like in offshore
Not
accounts and
that
shit.
much.
Well, like it's going to be a lot of millions,
So-
right?
so-
And it's going to be hidden from us.
So half for J.K. Rowling.
I would just be so embarrassed to have that much money. Do you know what I mean? Because if you had, I'm really angry. If you had access to that much money, first things first, no fucking child in this country is going to bed hungry ever again. Do you know what I mean? Like you can make that happen.
Because
And
I'll
you're
kill
like,
them.
Oh, but I love my gold shiny palaces though. Oh, but my hat needs its own car though. No, fuck off. I'm
I
sick
remember
of
the
it.
Queen being from Croydon.
Oh, because I just like doing this voice though.
Hannah Platts, will you marry me?
Yes.
He's got a good horn that makes the world a better place.
I've heard that actually on the grapevine, yeah.
Well,
I'll be a wing woman, Mike. It's all right.
It makes
Thanks,
me.
Bob.
I just like I'm on this street and it's covered in Union Jacks and I'm like, oh. And then I got in the car today and put the radio on and it was like a man going, "Can you believe it, eh? Her Majesty making it 70 years of rule. Isn't that great?" And I'm like, what? So she's not died? You're celebrating the fact that she's not dead. She hasn't done anything. There's no talent involved in not dying when you've got the best medical aid in all of the country. Like you're saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe she didn't die yet." Yeah, no.
You say there's no talent in not dying, but it took me fucking ages to defeat Bowser.
But yes, this is true.
Like
That is an achievement.
He's
I'm
right.
very pissed off about the whole thing at the moment.
those are some clever pixels.
Yeah.
Don't know about you, but I've seen some pretty clever pictures in my time.
Jonty's right. She can fuck off back to one of her several castles.
So, do you feel better now you've got that off your chest? Hannah?
I feel better now. Yeah, it's been
You
bothering
should
me
see
a lot.
Hannah when she sings our anti-royalist songs. It's great.
I just think, what's the fucking point? It makes me
I
angry
still-
that anyone is that rich. Like if you're that rich, you're cunt because you shouldn't. No one should be that rich. You should. You are because like, if you're that
I
rich,
agree with you.
reason.
I agree with you.
you could
It's the
be
only
doing
reason
so
you
much.
made a
with it.
band, so that you could sing a song about how much you hate the Queen.
We've got a song called "Fuck Off to Your Castle," Joanne.
It's called
Platts,
Bastard.
you
So, whoa. You hold on. First off, you're in a band.
Me and Adam are in a band. We've been secretly in a band for a while until we were good.
And are you good, or have you just let it out the bag
I
early?
actually think that we are good. Now, I'm the weak link, and I'm not just saying that.
No, Hannah Platts.
No, because...
No,
let me... No, hear me out. No. Adam, back me up.
No, I won't.
Adam, back me up.
I'm the drummer in this. I'm not going to back you up.
No, but you're
Like,
good at it.
I'm the drummer.
No.
I'm entirely irrelevant to the whole situation.
No,
You
you're not.
guys
You
are all-
keep everyone in time.
I fucking don't,
Yeah.
mate. I'm not a good one.
Oh,
You
okay,
guys
okay.
are all like singing and swapping instruments and stuff, and they're going, "I can do a drum beat, do 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 do
Yeah.
do."
Really well.
Also, I've never seen Mike so angry.
I have.
No!
Yeah.
What are you called?
So,
What's your name?
well, we've
What's your
had-
name?
Funky Monkey Trunks. Call yourselves that.
Funky
There were
monkey.
about a billion names.
I need to text some people. Funky monkey.
It's a great
anyway,
name
our
for a
friend
band,
Chris-
isn't it? I can't believe no one's ever used Funky Monkey Trunks as a...
Funky monkey trunks.
It's very shawaddy-waddy.
Funky monkey trunks. Thanks, that's my side project now.
You know, I want to do
Chris writes the song.
1448 band at the next Wolverhampton Festival.
Are you going to do it?
I am going to put forward that the name for the band is Funky Monkey
Funky
Trunks.
monkey trunks.
Well, what it should be is if Hannah's headlining the band as a singer, it should be Hannah Platts and the Funky Monkey Trunks.
That's going to be my side project now, like Liam Gallagher's like
Oh.
Flying Birds or whatever it's called.
Hannah Platts, Funky
Call,
Monkey
you,
Trunks.
call yourself Passive Attack.
Hang on,
Also,
I need to write this.
Your side project should just be called the Gay Goth Music Club.
Yeah.
It's like the Gay Girls Cowboy Club, but with songs. I do sometimes sing on the stream by mistake, because I sometimes songs just come out of my mouth.
That's where they're meant to come from.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
I don't mean to do it, and I'm just like,
Oh.
whoopie doopie doo. Oh, hi everyone.
That's
Sorry,
only
I
how-
thought I was streaming.
That's only how the Gallagher brothers felt. So
Yeah.
you're just
Yeah.
the same as them.
Oh, okay, so Adam, you're the drummer.
Yeah.
Uh,
Our
Pa-
friend Chris like writes. all the
Adam's the master of the paradiddle.
Yeah.
I am. One of the songs is entirely based on double paradiddle.
I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming yes.
It's a drumming thing.
Yeah.
You
I
go,
assume
you
that
go,
always.
but.
Not a double one.
Something
Double
like that.
one is ba 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 ba.
Anyway,
So
what do
dull.
you do, Hannah Platts, in the band?
Mikey.
I play a little bit of keyboard and do a little sing-song. Yeah. And so
Monkey,
Chris-
you okay?
I'm in awe. This is like.
All I can hear is you going.
So our friend Chris, right?
I feel like a proud grandparent. Like,
Aww.
That marriage proposal was 50% a joke. Now it's about 75% not a joke.
I'm working my way up. So our friend Chris writes songs, and he wrote a song for us called, because he'd seen the clip of, like, because I always post, like, whenever fucking Queen Turf posts her bullshit, I post the clip from the stream of "Fuck Off to Your Castle, Joanne," and so he'd seen that, and so he's written this song called "Fuck Off to Your Castle," and it's really fun because I like to shout it, and it's great. And we have a go at her and Rishi Sunak and the Queen.
I can ask again, what are you called?
So at the moment, people are mooting the name Dopamine Crash.
Nice.
Because we're at least 75% ADHD gremlins. So, yeah.
Chris, Russ, Hannah,
Sophie,
Adam. So
Adam. It's I think Chris maybe not, but everybody else, yeah.
no, I was like Crash, but I
Oh.
got the name wrong. I spelled crass.
Jacob and
It's all right,
our new follower
You're
Jacob
half this thing just there.
asks, "Is there anywhere we can listen to these songs?"
Not yet, but there will be, because we've made a band camp, but there's no
SoundCloud.
songs on it yet, because we haven't recorded them properly. Yeah, because we need to work out how to mix it.
Well, you
all.
did my birthday party. I don't know when or who's coming yet, but if it's just me, if it's just all sitting in my kitchen.
You don't know when your birthday party's going to be.
Do you know when your birthday is?
Like, who wants a birthday party on a Monday?
Someone
that
who's
is
going to book the Tuesday off.
Yeah.
Self-employed people! Yay!
I'll have to leave early.
I should leave early, but I probably won't.
Steph, you've rocked up to work in the same clothes you're out partying with. Don't pretend it's not.
Not here on the internet.
No, I haven't.
You've always made sure there was a change of clothes in the desk
Absolutely.
at work.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like teachers draw. Like one side it's all like notepads, books for marking. The other side it's a little wardrobe, change of clothes,
Barocca.
spray and shampoo.
You know, in a previous job, I did have a change of clothes in my drawer.
Mm.
And that was because I used to deal with this kid who, when he got into a state of anxiety, shall we say, he became incredibly sweaty. So
Ooh.
if it ever
Well,
got to
I
a
mean-
point where we needed to hold on, and believe me, it was regularly, because it turns out young children
We've-
cannot self-regulate.
No.
To be fair,
So
we've
we'd be
all been
holding on,
there.
and you'd get out, and you'd just be covered all the one side in
Mm.
sweat that wasn't yours.
Other people's sweat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I
Yum.
regularly kept a spare
Gosh.
change of clothes.
I
in the
just
drawer.
flash back to the time I held on to my own sink like an anxious lemur. Do you remember that? Remember that story?
I don't know if I do remember that.
When I
Like an anxious
when I had
lemur.
when I had me mad anxiety time a couple of years ago with the brain fog.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, see, now I've had to explain it. It's gone a bit serious. Like for anyone new in the chat,
No, it's
Like,
alright,
it was
don't
just-
give a shit.
like it was. I was suboptimal for about 6 days. It's fine.
That was suboptimal.
It's just I sort of kept.
Um,
yeah.
something's
really formulate thoughts.
just appeared in the chat which we need to talk about.
Yes. Oh, I meant to bring it up, and then I forgot. Yeah, we saw Jonty at the weekend.
Jonty.
Yeah, I saw.
It was a friend of the podcast, Key Shah's birthday. Well, actually, it's her birthday today.
Happy birthday, Keisha. Happy birthday.
But on Saturday.
Oh,
But it was a birthday party on a Monday.
Surely we're singing the wrong song.
I was
for
literally
King
about to
Charles'
say
birthday.
Still my favourite clip from this channel.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell her that we did that in her
fact,
honour.
What I would query why the Twitter hasn't posted a message with that link.
I'll do that.
Downtown.
With a nice
Let me
birthday
finish.
message.
Downtown.
So that
I'll
was
do that when we
lovely.
finish.
How is the lovely Key?
Yes, very good. Yes. She's got 2 new jobs in Bristol, of all places. She's now the artistic director of Bristol Improv Theatre.
Is she called? Did they call her 2-job Key? Because
No, but they should. They really
Oh,
should.
yeah.
And her other job is like really cool as well. She's like, I can't remember the exact job title, but it's some kind of like, she's in charge of like a program of space.
I was going to say, is she not an actual scientist?
Yeah.
Program of space.
It's like space centers around the country or something, like a program of educational space things.
Steph's face.
I don't know the name of it. Yeah, it's really exciting.
It's like-
So they're doing like a co-creating with Disney and everything. It's like proper stuff. Yeah, for the Buzz Lightyear film. Mm.
Oh,
That's later.
But yeah.
I don't
So it's
like
like proper
the
good space.
stuff.
Yeah, she's like a doctor of astrophysics. She's like a badass.
yeah,
Yeah.
Real life Sheldon.
Yeah, she did a TED talk
Cooler.
about how space will save the Earth with the things we can learn from it.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you can find it on YouTube, everyone. Yeah,
I will
On
tube
YouTube.
that you.
it's great, and she's also wearing a dress with space all over it as well, which makes it even better. Yeah, she's like she's like one of the most brilliant people I've ever met in my life. She's like incredible. But it was her birthday, and Jonty came over, and we had a picnic in the park, and it was very civilized and nice.
Aww.
Someone brought a dog, and that was also nice. So I got to stroke a dog.
the
got to
dog!
see Jonty. Hannah
It
was
was-
there. It was like a gay cowboy
I was going to
club,
say, and you were petting the dog, which of course is
Yeah.
one
which
of the
is
rules
rule.
of
the
Gay
third
Goth.
rule.
Yeah, of Gay Goth
Yeah.
Cowboy
There
Club.
are only 4. Yeah.
Remind us of the 4 rules.
Be gay, do
yeah.
crime,
Mhm.
pet every dog, and
Loot,
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 loot, loot, loot.
And how many of those did you carry out while in Leicester for Key Shaw's birthday?
Pretty much all of them. I ate a lot of cake, so
Oh,
that was
okay.
kind of like looting.
No.
Yeah.
Was it so much cake that it felt like a crime?
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because I had a cupcake and a scone, and then I
Ooh.
went back for like the biscuity things as well.
You.
Yeah.
Criminal.
And did the cake have rainbow on it? Because if so,
No, I
Pretty
wish it
gay.
did, but it had like little golden like crunchy things on.
Did it look like glitter?
Yeah. It was.
Yeah,
shiny
there you
gold.
go.
Yeah.
that's gay.
I just feel like everything I do generally just has the aura around it, so I just
There you
assume
go.
that
All you
everything
need.
is just. Yeah. Yeah, so
This
it's
is-
nice.
This is
Jonty's
far
nice.
too heterosexual. Someone get some glitter. Just carry
Release the
some
cannons.
around in my pockets just in case. Oh, there we go.
I mean, wouldn't the world
I'm
be
on
such
it.
a better place if you carried glitter in your pockets?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's a poem.
Yeah, that's
Get on
also a demonstration
Right, that
that
one down there.
none of us are cleaners.
Yeah. It would have to be
I'm
that edible
allergic to
glitter, so you
glitter.
could just eat it.
No, because then you'd think that all glitter was edible, and then someone would just throw out some non-edible glitter and ruin your day.
Yeah,
Be
there's
like
going
one
to be
of those.
somebody who causes glitter anarchy. I can feel
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to glitter.
Allergic.
I did a show once where I had to get covered in green glitter, and I swallowed so much of it that my throat clogged up.
That's not allergy.
Yeah,
That's just a glitter.
That's just danger.
A glitter issue.
But now, if I ever have like lots of glitter on my hands like react to it and feel.
I'm
big.
allergic to wallpaper paste because I drank loads of it and just could
Yeah.
feel my throat clogging up.
Why do I feel like I'm being mocked?
Well,
Aw.
got some news.
Adam has been being mocked. Never.
You will say mockable things, Adam. You're
And
going to get
I
mocked.
Love it.
Oh yeah, Jonty says we were drinking in the park, which is technically forbidden, so that's a crime. So we did get all the rules.
Oh, you.
Well, I wasn't
Bad
because I was
bitches.
driving, but everybody else was.
I love how you it was a crime, but you distanced yourself from that as well. Everyone else was snitch.
It's illegal to
Oh.
be.
Everyone was doing a crime, but not me.
Such a
It's
spoiled
illegal to be
sport,
drunk in a
Adam.
pub.
It's illegal to be drunk where?
In a pub.
What?
You can't serve someone if you think they're drunk.
No,
You left the
it's
pub.
illegal to be drunk in a pub.
I've done a lot of crime.
I'm a criminal. Next question.
Guilty.
Guilty, Your Honour.
We gotta. Long day.
Oh, I knew this was a long sting operation.
Gentlemen, go!
Can I take,
They're coming in through the
can I-
windows.
can I take umbrage with that, Your Honour? Because surely everyone's tolerance to alcohol is different.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
surely that's unpoliceable. Like there's no
What's the cut-off point for when you're drunk
yeah,
or
there's no,
ordinary?
there's no watermark.
You start
Mm.
thinking
Yeah,
Mr.
like-
Brightside is a complete danceable tune.
It's when you think that you can do the
Yeah.
Beyonce Crazy in Love dance. That's the
Yeah.
cut-off point.
Yeah, but
When
I
you're like,
can.
Yeah, but
Crazy in love.
what if you
Yeah.
actually can?
Yeah.
I
And you're
was
drunk on life, and that's a crime.
stone cold sober in the pub stroke chip shop in Edinburgh. Of course, it's in Edinburgh. It's a pub and a chip shop.
Beautiful.
When
Battered beer.
the silent disco came in.
Yes.
So they're
the
all-
one that tours round, like.
Yeah, right. And
Yeah.
this woman came over to me and she got a spare pair of headphones and put them on my head. And it was the Backstreet Boys. And I don't know why, but I lost my shit.
Or
There was something in that moment that made
There
me
was
completely lose my
there was something
shit.
in that fish.
What Backstreet Boys song was it?
Backstreet's Back.
All right.
And yeah, I was standing on the table. Fucking bring it on.
Dave went full Coyote Ugly on the
Yeah,
situation.
you know what I mean. And yes, funnily enough, I found a folder of backups from my old phone the other day, which included some video
Rob.
footage of me and a certain Mr. Rob Kemp in the big tent at the McCuntleth Comedy Festival. Rather drunk as they put on Mr. Brightside, and I go,
Told you.
It's crack for the white people.
It is. That's what they should do.
White
If it is-
people
if
crack.
It's illegal to be drunk in a pub. About 11 o'clock, they should just pop it on the speakers. And
Yeah.
anyone who goes, ah! arrest them all.
or
When I was a student,
that, or Ruby, Ruby, Ruby by the Kaiser Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. Or
When I was
Park Life by Blur.
I am Phil Daniels.
Yeah,
Make
I
way,
remember
everyone.
when that used to come on in Babylon, one, it was because I'd requested it. And two,
It was my fault.
I used to go, this is my song! I love it.
There was a student night when I was a student. Like Monday night was like Bar Visa night, and it was like £1 for a vodka Red Bull. So everyone was absolutely off their like faces, like hyper and also drunk. And
it's like being in Spain, isn't it, with that background?
Ooh. At 11 o'clock, every single time, there would be this like intense energy through the place, and that because everyone knew it was happening, and they would put on the Baywatch theme tune, and everyone would slow motion run around the place like.
John T's put in the chat. Battered beer sounds like some sort of Cockney rhyming slang for a hate crime.
That's true.
He's right, he does. It's not though,
like
fortunately. Fortunately, John T, it's not.
Yes.
But go Cockney rhyming slang.
Or is
Actually,
it?
this talking about songs actually leads me on nicely to a thing that I wanted to talk about this week. I had an existential crisis the weekend because I found out that now the White Noise by Disclosure is 9 years old.
Oh God.
And now, for context,
Shut up, Dave.
I don't think I know that song either.
Yes, you do.
Now,
How does it go?
go?
I'm gonna have a little listen. You carry on, Mike.
You know what? I don't know the song, but I'm going to call it now, and it must sound nothing like that.
By Disclosure.
It sounds exactly like that. I just don't know the words.
It's just that I've typed white noise into Spotify and it's just come up with all of the sleep podcasts that don't.
No.
so
Well, this is funky. By Disclosure and Aluna George.
Yeah. Generally speaking,
Oh, yeah, I know
I'm not a dance music fan.
But Mike, you've got a GCSE in it.
I
Now,
remember
you
doing
and I,
dance
stop
classes
being
for this.
facetious, David. Now, you and I both know that dance music and actual dance are two very different things.
He just
I'm
two
not a
syllabled me.
Yeah. I'm not a fan. However, Disclosure, White Noise, every time I hear it, sends me into a place
I don't know it.
that I'm just completely not familiar with. It's just, I think it's just as much the nostalgia as it is the song, because it was number one the week I finished university in 2013, and it's kind of that sort of thing of like, oh, I've got nothing to do now. This is a sort of an actual new beginning.
That makes sense why I don't know it, because I was mid breakdown at that point. I wasn't ingesting any popular culture. I was just sitting in a heap.
I was busy having a breakdown.
I was just learning times like these by the Foo Fighters on guitar. Carry on.
But look at you now.
I don't know White Noise. I don't know White Noise by Disclosure, but by God, I know Echo and the Bunnymen.
I do. Ask me about Killing Moon. Ask me about it. I've seen them live. Carry on.
Oh God.
This is a banger.
You're just having a little mini disco while we do this.
This brings back like warm-ups in dance classes. That's what it is.
Okay, right. Those formative years, those 18 to 24, which Mike, that was like what 2 weeks ago for you. But those formative years,
What
about this baby face motherfucker down here?
The youngest person on this podcast. What the fuck, Dave?
Who is the youngest person here? Definitely not me.
Adlin, by about 10 years.
12.
Tiny baby.
I was going to say, he's Adam's still doing his GCSEs.
You have to sit on milk crates.
I've already got my 17. You can fuck off.
How old are you, Unwin?
Guess.
26.
I was about to say, what's the song of your formative years? But for Unwin, it's Justin Bieber.
First.
Baby.
Was I right?
No.
No.
Oh, higher or lower?
Higher.
Oh, that makes me feel a bit better. 27.
You're just going to go through one at a time.
28.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay, that makes me feel a bit better, but you are still like 4
Guess
years
what,
younger
Steph,
than me. And
Your aura is really old. It's like 28-year-old man, but you've got the presence of a slipper wearing 60-year-old.
I blame the snuggly cable knit jumper.
I fucking love county cricket, mate. Oh,
That's what living in Shropshire will do to you, won't we?
I have
Yeah, to be
literally never
fair.
said I fucking love county cricket because no one has said that since 1984.
I think maybe you have.
I think he has. Can
Oh,
I
you
just
fucking
say?
love county cricket, me.
Oh, I love a bit of county
I love
cricket.
it. Do you know what I
Oh, I
love?
love it.
Little smidge of county cricket.
Just a little soup song of county cricket.
This song is still going on. It's a fucking tune.
yeah,
Why
it
are you
is, isn't it?
talking and listening to things at the same time?
'Cause I'm-
Okay, so right, two
Alive.
questions. Two questions. I think we've done one of them before. If we have, we'll just do it again. Question number one: what was the number one song when you were born?
Take that.
Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares.
Oh, that's
Mine
a
was-
banger.
Was
That
it? Oh, that's good.
That makes me feel a bit better as to what mine was.
Mine's one that
From
don't
I have
remember
the
it,
worst
don't
one.
know it.
I have the
What
worst
was
one.
yours, Mikey?
From a Distance by Bette Midler.
That's
Oh,
a great tune.
I have the worst one.
Just really killing the room.
Mine. Oh, have you worked it out, Hannah?
wait, I'm just looking because I can never remember it because I don't know the song. It's something like.
Oh.
It's something like.
Go on then, Jonty. What's yours? Jonty's in the track.
Oh, it's Jack Your Body by Steve Silk Curly.
Mine was.
I'm pretty sure we've talked about this before because I'm like,
Yeah.
Jack Your Body.
Oh, Jonty's. Jonty's was Mistletoe and Wine.
That's a good one. That's a good
That's
one.
not a good one. That's the
Okay.
worst. That's a song I put on at parties to get people to leave.
Oh.
Mine
Yeah.
was
My-
Chuck
oh.
Berry, My Dingaling.
Yes,
Oh no.
we have talked about this before. Yes, we have.
Yeah.
But what was
never
that
actually heard mine.
in those formative years? 18
Oh my
to
god, this is mine.
18 to 24. What was the one song that you remember?
No, because those aren't your formative musical years, though, are they? Really?
My formative years were younger than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, okay. What was the song?
What was the
I would
first
say-
album you bought?
Oh no, because we've had this conversation before. My first album I bought with my own money was the songs from Thomas the Tank Engine.
Thomas, yeah.
So,
So because I borrowed a lot of
It was-
CDs
it
off
was
my older
24.
brother,
The first album I bought with my own money, right, was Eminem Cleaning Out Your Closet.
so- Oh, that's
My
adorable.
dad had to come up to the counter with me.
Oh my god, because it had a little sticker on it.
Yeah.
Parental advisory, explicit lyrics. I think the first album I actually bought with my own money was Californication by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Because I used to just nick CDs off my older brother. Or get them out the library.
Get
take
them out the library, yeah.
Take them back.
I don't think I remember the first album I bought with my own money because when you can't get to the shops as easy, that's a sort of very fluid concept. But I do remember being in Benidorm one holiday and making my nan traipse around the entirety of Benidorm for the Ketchup song by Last Ketchup.
Aww,
That's the worst
that's
one.
adorable.
Just because, like, that was catchy as hell, wasn't it? Yes!
I don't know it, but I'm assuming yes.
You know it. You can't know that song. If you don't know that song,
You don't
should-
understand because I
living in
grew
a
up as
cave.
a like, hi, I'm an alternative cool person. I missed out on a lot of popular music from like our
Can't
sort
see
of.
with the knees were doing it as well.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure because it was many, many moons ago. But I think the first album I bought with my own money was Prince Charming by Adam and the Ants.
Yes.
I've got that
Fuck it.
downstairs. Yeah, I've got that downstairs. What's the first single you bought though? Because
Destiny's Child.
mine is the best one. I'm telling you that.
Destiny's Child. What's the Independent with me?
Nice.
I've got a feeling mine was it was a tape, and it was either Bewitched, C'est La Vie, or Living La Vida Loca by your man Ricky
Fucking
Martin.
90s, man.
Oh.
And I
Mine was-
paid for it
Whatever.
with my W.H. Smith's vouchers that I got in a Christmas card from my great aunt.
Love it, love
That's
it.
how I got my first. That's how I got my
Oh,
first
what
sandwich.
How fucking brilliant were the 90s, man?
A little bit.
Do you remember
Not
when you used to
mine.
get World Book tokens for WH Smith when you were in
Yes.
sport and
Yeah,
you could use
the-
them for music?
They still exist.
Yeah, you could spend them on
Uh,
tapes and CDs. Yeah.
Couple of great things in the chat.
Keep it up, Adam.
Uh-huh.
H, I assume this is the song of your that was #1 at time of your birth. H, Don't Turn Around by Aswad.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And
Okay, that's
and then
good.
Jacob,
Oh, yeah, because I'm a year older. I think.
and then Jacob, Sexy and I Know It. Yeah.
Wait, not when he
No.
was born, surely.
I am so old.
Not
I
when
was
you were
like,
born.
Do you mean?
I don't know.
Or maybe
No,
that was
no,
the formative song.
Maybe that was the
How old-
formative song.
Hang on, I think we
Well,
need to
even
ask
Because
Like,
otherwise you
Jacob.
need
Jacob.
you need permission
Jacob.
to be here.
What?
If
What?
if that
How
was
old?
the song that when you were born, you need to go
Do you
to
mean
bed.
right, Seth Fred's "I'm Too Sexy for My Shirt"?
I believe-
Formative.
No,
No,
He's saying
formative.
formative. Okay.
Oh, good.
Right.
Sorry. When was that? Because I'm an old man, so everything was released 10 years ago.
So that was
I have no
about
concept of
10
time.
years ago.
Was it?
Or, like, if that was
10, 11 years
formative,
ago, yeah, I think so.
like,
Oh my god.
If
Also,
that was-
Hannah's saying that her first song she bought was a 911 song. Amazing.
My
Do you remember
first
that?
single was Cha Cha Slide.
Ooh.
And it was a
No.
CD DVD, so you could play it in the computer, and it shows you the dances,
geez.
and it had
Oh,
the
you're-
jungle remix.
Which is ridiculous, really, because the song itself tells you how to
Literally
move.
tells you.
He says it out loud.
The lyrics
Slide to
are
the left.
the moves.
It didn't ever occur to me until this moment that someone would purchase that song and listen to it by themselves. It's a song that is for like groups of people
Were you,
to all
were you
slide to the left.
practicing in your bedroom?
Aw.
You're like, when
I
it
thought it
gets
was
to the
an
school disco, I'm gonna nail this routine.
You'll find I did what
tell you
every
what I
boy did at
miss.
school disco, which was run around, slide on their knees, and do a conga. That is all.
Oh,
Yeah, true. And
Are
have
you-
And drink
I used to
all the
fucking-
panda
I
pop.
used to really hate those kids.
Oh,
Oh,
my.
my.
Oh.
Like, I
Did
didn't-
you hate them because you weren't one, or did you hate them because they were wrecking
Like-
your DJ set?
Well, the last. Who goes to a school disco and doesn't fucking dance?
Because I mean, year
You
4.
mean-
What?
No, like I'm not. Like
Because
I said
Adam
nothing
was
about
in year
quality.
4 and too much sugar and too much blue panda pop
Okay, first things first. Too much
Red
sugar's not a thing.
in your eyes. In parental eyes, there is always.
I remember everyone was like, "Oh, it finished so late. I'm knackered." And it's like, "It finished at like 6:30, mate. Shut up."
It's getting dark outside. What do you want?
Yeah, whoa! I am way past my bedtime.
Yeah.
So cool.
I've got to go home.
Time I get home, I'll have been up a whole
Come here with the
extra
gel.
hour.
I've got to go
And then,
home,
like, and you-
put my pajamas on, watch Emmerdale, and then get to bed.
Mum says if I'm really good, she'll let me watch Coronation Street too.
I always had to go to bed after so when the 9 o'clock show started, I always had to go to bed at the
At
first
the
ad,
watershed.
at the first ad break.
Aww.
So I only
you
I've
get to see the first 10 minutes.
I've only ever watched the first 20 minutes of Quincy. I've never
That's so
seen.
mean. You'll never know who did the murders.
it's like, yeah, like I used to know BBC Radio 4, 10 o'clock was comedies. And I was like, oh yeah, comedies in bed. 10:05, I was like, come on, radio off at 10 past. You're like, but we haven't even had this set up.
Adam is comedies in bed that I'm your sex tape.
Oh.
No.
Burn! Burn! Burn!
Oh,
No,
I'm so proud of
sex tape-
myself.
My sex tape is one of those ones that was wiped.
Can we
from the
get an
60s by
ambulance
BBC.
to Adam Unwin? Ambulance to Adam Unwin. Severe burns. Severe burns.
Look out! Look out! Right, on my screen, you've got Mikey at the top and Adam underneath, and it's just two diametric opposites.
Why? I'm gonna reach up and touch your horn.
Oh no, it looks so weird.
What would have been good then is if Mikey had set it off.
Do it again.
He's
That-
right.
It's got a-
It does make the world better.
I feel better.
Oh no, Unwin! Oh, you dirty. Oh.
What did he say?
I wasn't looking and I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I wasn't looking. I don't want to know. Don't tell me.
That's fine. No, that was
Don't
for
tell me.
Steph's eyes only.
Oh,
No,
gotta go
the
and watch
type of-
it back now.
My sex tape is like one of those ones the BBC wiped in the 70s to save money.
Because you're one of the lost episodes of Doctor Who.
Yeah, rumours are it was great.
Yeah, but no one can confirm it.
No one can confirm it.
Jonty says that he once left the school disco early because they wanted to go and watch Delia Smith on the TV.
What was she making? What was she? This is important.
Probably a delightful sponge, I imagine.
From Sainsbury's.
No, this is old Delia when she used to cook food herself.
Yeah, instead of screaming at the Norwich fans.
Mm.
I did see it. What I don't know what match I was watching. Obviously, it was a Norwich one. I can't remember who they were playing, but they did pan into the crowd. Man, she looks like she's overcooked her own face.
To be fair, she must be getting on a bit now because I was really young when she was on telly and she wasn't like super young herself then.
Like she has well and truly made use of her staff discount at the bar. You can tell.
Oh, okay,
Well,
one
you
of
not
those.
see any of her?
She be looking leathery.
She goes on the pitch at half time at Norwich and is like, "Where are you?"
Oh no.
She's actually now just shouting to a carer. Where are you?
Jonty's saying she's 80 years old. She's 80
Well,
years old.
she looks, yeah.
Okay. She looks it.
She's like your mad old auntie on the sherry, then, isn't she?
The thing that I
That's
was
my dream.
gonna
Yeah.
the thing I was thinking about when we were talking about CDs and I meant to say it and I didn't is that I miss about buying CDs is like firstly sleeve notes and secondly when you used to get like weird extra content like for a while when it was like oh maybe computers will be a thing. Like I remember buying an album, I think it was like a Stereophonics album or something, and you could put the CD into the computer and it would come up with a little thing of like how to play the riff of the song on a little piano, like teaching you how to, like little extra bits like that, like interactive DVD ROM.
Little extra
And you-
nibblers.
What? Yeah,
Lovely.
little hors d'oeuvres.
Do you know what
And I
used
miss
to
that
like
now
when-
because I just listen to Spotify or like whatever streaming service.
Frank
I'm not
Sidebottom.
condoning their ways.
Remember Frank Sidebottom?
I remember the name.
No.
Yeah. It was a guy called Chris Seavey. Big head. Frank
Big
Sidebottom.
head?
Yes,
Big head.
Hello,
yes, I know
Frank,
exactly who you
Big
mean.
head.
No, that's literally.
Frank, yeah.
Right, I'm going to Google.
a
Frank-
big like plaster carbon.
Yeah, I know what you
carbon
mean. I do
fibre head.
actually know what you mean. It's got a head like an American football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He released, I think it was a single, and on the vinyl and also on the cassette, if you put it into a ZX Spectrum, a game came up that he had written.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Oh my god, I fucking love shit like that.
Frank Sidebottom.
Yeah.
I love the Monty Python album that has everything.
I'm just
doubled.
going to pop a light on because it's gone really dark, but continue, I
Okay.
shall return.
Oh my god, yeah, H is saying about when there used to be hidden tracks at the end of albums. I also remember those days, and it'd be like it would carry on for like 20 minutes or something, and then suddenly it would start playing, and you'd be like, "Oh fuck!" because you just been sat there and you hadn't like.
Yeah,
I miss
the,
those days. I miss
yeah.
being surprised by music.
Twice.
Yeah.
what?
I didn't have to do anything, Karen Nerd.
Are they watching? Is that why our numbers are up a bit?
No, they just brought back the shopping. Just brought back the shopping.
Oh, the what?
Shopping.
The shops.
Have they got you? Have they got you anything, Mike? Mike, are they having a sneaky Viennetta while you're doing the show?
I still need to buy some Viennetta ice cream, like little
Yeah,
sticks.
I'm gonna get some.
Yeah, man.
Okay, right. You know, last week there was a little bit of telling off in my direction because I hadn't seen certain films.
Oh, have you?
Yes,
No.
have you watched them all?
No. And you know, I quite openly admitted that I'd watched Human Centipede 3.
Yeah.
And I'd watched all these
was the
gore
worst
films. I watched something on the telly this week, which genuinely made me feel quite ill.
Was it a pontifical broadcast from UKIP?
My wife, the lovely tattooed bride, she does all this arty stuff with her nails. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'll
Yeah.
turn up and they'll be like long and full of glitter, and then the next day they'll be short and not full of glitter. And
Yeah.
right. So every so often she's watching YouTube videos and it's all this nail stuff going on. And she had one on yesterday, and this person had stuck this fake nail on their real nail and was taking the fake nail off, and it wouldn't come off.
Why are you telling us this?
And I was like, I have seen Salo and was not as disturbed as I am now. And it was just this woman trying to like get this fake nail off her real nail. Faye was just watching it, just like it was nothing. And I'm there going,
You just use your teeth, mate. Everyone else does it.
you what? Say that again.
Just use your teeth.
I've never worn fake nails.
Well, it depends on what you've stuck them down with. Whether you need an acetone nail varnish or a nail varnish remover or just hot water.
Right.
It's made my hands feel really weird thinking about it.
I like the fact that I've just said that sentence and Adam understood it, and I think Hannah understood it, but Dave looked at me like I just said. So what you need to do is sacrifice a child to the god Imhotep. And,
What it is, you need to reach into the chest, pull out the heart, shout
Yeah.
Kalimar, take a bite of it,
Wait,
throw
and I'll
it
just
into
go
a pan.
ping. Yeah.
Didn't they release disco songs?
Yeah, apparently.
Jacob has put in the chat, my partner had never had a Viennetta before. First time I bought them one, they left it out to defrost.
No!
No.
Well, that's adorable in so
And
many
how
different
long have you been
ways.
single, Jake?
Oh god, imagine it, but it would also.
It's like
It's an ice cream
I'd be so
lasagna.
upset, but also
Just be like a sea of
it's now minty soup.
minty soup all over the countertop. I can't.
A mint chocolate soup, and I'm not gonna lie, I'd have still eaten it.
Jonty's
Yeah.
put, to be fair, I like mine a bit melty, but I don't know if he's still talking about
heard
the
that,
Viennetta.
mate.
Yeah. He could be talking about other things, couldn't he? It's Jonty.
I find that depressing.
As soon as Adam said it, I knew that was going to turn your teeth. I knew that was going to make you go. On that note, I've been a bit annoyed recently. I mentioned this, Mike, at the at Pasta on Tuesday.
But what? You can't go from talking about me and go, on that note, I've been annoyed.
Yeah.
And
No,
You can, and
food, food not being food, and turning your
The
stomach
rest of
a
us would
bit.
never speak again if we couldn't.
What?
John T's just popped in the chat that he had a bacon creme brulee on the weekend.
Bacon creme brulee.
And I saw it, and it was
You
insane.
saw it. Where's it
Yes.
from? Where can I get one?
Punk pizza, Pizza Punks.
Pizza.
So
Punch.
instead of
What's this?
custard,
Never heard of
is
this
it like
place.
a cheese sauce?
Ugh.
How sweet is it, John T? How sweet, John T? Just talk to me. How sweet is it? John T,
We need to
let
know
them,
about creme
John
brulee.
T, let them do their thing. Talk to me about this
John T.
creme brulee. John T,
John
what was
T.
it like, please?
John
John
T,
T.
what
Everyone, just talk amongst yourselves. John T, tell me about the creme brulee, please.
what happened with the creme brulee, John T?
Was it sweet or was it savoury? Please.
Yeah,
thank
was
you.
it a cheese sauce or still a custard?
John T.
John T, type faster.
John T,
No,
tell us
it's
the
a
please.
creme brulee with 2 strips of bacon on top.
John T.
It's a
So it
creme
had
brulee.
So
it had
it's the normal creme.
sugary... John T, did it have the sugary hard topping on it?
Yeah, did you have to still bash it with a teaspoon?
Did you have to bash it with a
You
spoon?
have to bash it with a teaspoon, yeah.
Did it? Just talk amongst yourselves. guys. I'm just having a side combo.
John T, we need to know. Type faster.
It did. It had the crust. It had the crust. Oh my god.
Tablespoon. How big was this creme brulee, you fucking
Right, I've
gangster?
never heard of this place, but I'm going there and I'm getting one and I'm
Oh, the
going to film
pizza
it and I'll put it on
was
the Discord.
beautiful.
Hannah,
Where's my
Hannah,
phone?
Hannah,
Yeah,
Hannah.
Steph, yeah.
I'll pick you up in 5 minutes. I'll go.
Fucking get to my house right now, yeah. We're going.
Guys,
Nice, good podcast, everyone. See you later.
A random thing. Something's just come up. I've got to go. So.
Yeah, I've got an emergency, so
Hannah,
see you
I'll be
later.
there in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I've got my shoes on now.
John T's put there was lag. I think that's. I don't know if he's talking about the creme brulee or that was the reason why. He
You
was...
were asking him
The
to-
creme brulee was so lovely it lagged out.
He then put it was wide. Again, I don't know if he's talking about the creme brulee.
Why?
I mean, you'd expect it to be at least as wide as a strip of bacon,
Yeah.
or even 2 strips of bacon. But I suppose
Is Adam starting a live hood watch?
Yeah, was it strips of bacon or was it
John T, John T.
Was it strips of bacon?
Or crumble
Or was it
bacon?
bacon bits?
Was
It
it
was
back
incredibly-
bacon or pancetta
Strip of
bacon? We need to
yeah.
know what
Was it
type of
was it
bacon
crispy
was it?
bacon or was it
Was it-
soft?
yeah. Was
Very
it proper
crispy. It
crispy?
was
Very
held
crispy.
around a stick.
Adam, we're having a
shut up, no one's
conversation.
asking you.
John T,
John T.
John T, type faster, John T. We
I'm
need
just
to
gonna look at the ambulance some more.
John T, what type of bacon was it? Come on, mate, type as fast as you can. Just send a voice note. No one cares at this point. Just we need to know.
Right. I'm gonna
shall
find
I
where
send John T the link to the show?
Could we do a show next week where John T, are you available next week to just come and talk about this
He
creme
says he
brulee?
can't type, he's laughing too hard. Oh no, he said Adam's right. That doesn't sound right.
Shut up! No, don't know.
John T, no, that's a cop out. Tell us
Adam says.
everything.
Yeah.
You need to type it yourself because none of us were listening to Unwin.
I literally didn't hear what he said because I was
No,
thinking
no.
about the
So
bacon.
now you need to type, but you need to type quickly, John T.
So a
John
creme
T type
brulee
pasta.
with strips
Shush, Dave. We're talking.
This is
of.
how we
Davey's
do it.
off. Davey's off. What? It was strips wrapped around skewers.
This is getting more and more bizarre the more details
A
we get.
bacon twister.
I'm
It was
fucking
like-
going to this place. Where is
Do
it?
you remember turkey twister?
Wi-Fi cross.
Was it a bacon?
Was it a bacon twister?
John T.
John T, was it a bacon twizzler?
The ambulance is going now.
Oh.
Soft but crisp in places.
JS Rock has just put, are we talking about human centipede?
No, we're not talking
No?
about the human centipede.
No.
Soft
What's
and
it called?
crispy. It's called Pizza Punk. It's a really cool little place. It's not going to be there very long because no one was in it on a Saturday night.
Nothing lasts long in that part of town anyway.
John's put,
Right,
my
let's
sides
see.
hurt. I'm assuming
that?
this is a side effect of the creme brulee.
It was me.
Leave Mike alone. He's having a little hiccup, and that's fine.
Nope.
Are you okay, Mike?
I just can't wait for that.
It was like someone stole it.
That was a beautifully timed one, Mike. That was amazing.
You know that, like 30 seconds post hiccup. Where it's like everything is right with the world. It's like you know, after you've had like a really good poo, and it's like everything. It's the same feeling, isn't it? Like,
Oh. As my grandmother always used to say, there's nothing as overrated as bad sex and nothing as underrated as a good poo.
Candied. It says it's a candied bacon creme brulee. Candied bacon.
Jonty, you didn't mention the candy.
You didn't mention that it was candy, so the bacon was sweet. Was the bacon sweet, Jonty?
So had it been like dipped in sugar before it was twizzled?
I will say the brulee.
Jonty,
had a lovely
type
sound
faster.
as it was cracked.
Adam, you know what this is, right? This is how alienated the street everyone else feels when you talk about improv for half an hour.
I think you'll find that Hannah and I
That's a bit of a
don't
dig.
like talking about improv, and
Yeah,
Dave's
we
always
get
like,
forced into it.
improv chat. Oh, it was
That's
sweet
true,
and
actually.
salty.
I accept that.
Yeah,
Sweet and salty, like the best
sweet
popcorn.
and salty. Like, nope, not saying that.
Yep. Yeah, like
all-
a little bit of both. That's my personality. Pew 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 pew. Sweet and salty. Pew 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 pew
Do you reckon
pew.
that's what excited pew pew is what excited parishioners say when they go to churches?
Pew pew.
Adam Unwin. Adam Unwin.
Fucking up the chat the way that you this podcast.
Adam Unwin, even I'm slightly disappointed in you there. I'm not angry, Adam. I'm just slightly disappointed.
See, I couldn't give a shit what you think of me.
He's in a new house with a big bed. What's he got left to lose?
Adam was finger gunning for the gods this weekend. Peak by energy.
Pew 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 pew.
Peak
It's our
by
culture.
energy.
This is our
Oh.
culture, not your Halloween costume.
This and sitting weird in chairs.
Yeah, boy.
I misheard.
Right.
Then my screen cracked and I thought you said Pete by energy. I was like, who's Pete
Who's
by?
Pete?
My name is Peter Byworth.
Why is he so significant to this
Good old
moment?
Peter.
Pete by.
Right. You mentioned the show next week. Well, of course, if we are having a show next week, I'm not doing it.
Oh yeah, because you're
All
We're
the
having a week-
socialists
we're
are
having
going
a
on
week
strike.
off,
Because I'm
Yeah.
going on
all the
strike.
socialists are going on strike.
Dave's
you
phones
vote?
are going on strike.
Did you have a little vote along with the train drivers?
Now, I heard a rumour that you four were talking about unionisation, so I'm getting some more people in. And
Oh
Well,
no,
well,
stop!
Well,
No.
if you keep forgetting to mention it when we're in a room together, we might have to. You know, like, we've had to bribe Jacob to be here tonight.
What happened was, I just sent them a link without any context.
Sorry.
Welcome.
Now he's trapped. Just like we
Never
are.
get away. So are you four doing the show next week or not?
I thought we were going to have a week off and then see how you go.
Okay.
With a
We're
jubbly.
Yeah.
going to have a week off and see how we go.
Oh,
It feels like a lot
why don't-
happening for one of the rest of us to do.
why don't you
Yeah.
why don't you stream from the hospital?
I won't be in the hospital by Monday. I better not be in the hospital by Monday. If I'm still in the hospital Monday, we've got problems, folk. Or rather, I have, because I'm going to die.
Let's not say those.
Yes.
things, yeah.
No, I should be out the same day, and I'm going in Saturday morning.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do when you're out, Dave?
Probably cry.
No,
'cause
not
I'll-
the right
Have a
answer.
nice lie down.
Yeah, lie
And a
down.
cup of tea.
Give me some of your meaty painkillers. Those really good ones that
But
get
what
me
else?
off my tits.
What else are you gonna do?
I don't know, Mike. What am I going to do?
what were we talking about last
You're gonna
week?
watch some films that you haven't seen.
Yes, you
Oh,
did.
I'm going to watch some films that I haven't seen.
And I think Shrek on painkillers
Will be
Oh,
ecstatic. Yes.
That's going to be the title of the next show. Shrek on Painkillers.
Yeah.
Shrek on Painkillers. Yeah, okay, I will do that. So yes, we'll have a week off next week, and then we'll see what's going on. You four could, as JS Rocks pointed out, the show would be better off without me anyway.
Hey.
I mean,
Look, JS Rock.
Mikey.
All my friends. I say all my friends are backing me up. Steph and Hannah are pretending to care. Mikey and Adam aren't even pretending.
Whoa, hang on. I deliberately didn't respond.
You should do an exhale, to be fair.
Yeah, also, no. Whereas Mikey went, well.
And Jonty's saying that I'm having my hips relagged, which
Nice.
So that they,
That's pretty
they-
much it.
so they'd have less heat leaving during the winter.
when you're my age, it causes you problems. So yeah, as long as it's
In
not the
Shire,
manor.
Britain.
No, it's not the manor, Jonty. I'm going into New Cross. I did.
Why is the manor the one full of diseases?
I don't know actually. It's been a while since I've been in the manor.
Like Mrs. A.
Let's not do some libel on some hospitals, eh?
You can't libel the dead,
Adam,
and that's what
Adam,
they're full of.
Okay.
I've got a thing that isn't libel. What's in the box, Adam? Come on. Yeah, I've been
we'll
looking
end
at
on
it
this.
all night.
We'll end on this.
I want
Adam,
it to know.
what do we think is in the box?
I
One of
know,
those.
so I won't say.
You want to know what's in the box?
Is it trains?
No.
I've
Can
got
we?
trains
Can I
in
do
the
this with another box?
No.
Can I take another?
On your head be it. On your
Can I
head be it.
take another guess? Can I take? Is it two other Daleks that are slightly bigger?
So it's quite a wide box.
Jonty's suggesting it's Gwyneth Paltrow's head, which is a spoiler for the film Seven, if anyone hasn't seen it.
Spoiler for the film that was released 30 years ago.
It's not the thickest.
It's not size that matters.
No, but you can still get down to Land's End. John O'Groats, wherever it was. So,
It's John the Groats.
what are we thinking?
The way you didn't
Probably-
want to reveal what was in it made me instantly think sex toy.
It's a very weird shape.
It's a very weird shape for a sex toy.
Very big sex
is
toy.
Is
Thank you, I am.
Is it?
Nope.
You can tell me what the end of that sentence was. when we're
No,
done
it's
with
not.
it.
So it wasn't anything horrible. My brain went. I couldn't think of the word for flexible, and my brain went. I am very jelly. So that's why I said no, because it just wasn't fun.
Jonty's put sling. I feel we're in Jonty's expertise here.
Is it a
I've
quarter-size snooker table that also doubles up as an air hockey?
If only, if fucking only.
Oh God, I'm so glad you've got my phone number, Mike.
Is it a mirror?
You want to see what's
Going
inside?
baldy.
Let's see what's
Remember-
inside.
My
I-
leg's
I-
gone dead. Can we hurry this up?
I suggested we didn't open this, so
I'm sorry, can we just stop a second? That is the poshest chair I've ever seen.
They came from my mum's dining room.
No.
Oh, that is a posh
right,
chair.
That's right, the sort of chair you pull out at a wedding
Unwin.
reception. Like,
They came
Unwin.
from my great
Unwin.
aunt's house. when
Pretty
she
sure
died.
your flies are undone. Okay, just checking. It just
No?
looks
No,
like
he's
all I do it.
just got his tackle out.
nothing.
There's nothing in the box. It's the box that the table that this computer is on was in.
Which is why I said, do you want me to get another box? Okay, I'm gonna undo my fly just as punishment.
No! Terms of service! Unwin.
What I'm just doing is actually properly checking that the fly is done up, so that's fine. Yeah, the box is empty. It's why it's because the top button looks like you can. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. I just didn't want you, flying low with anybody hanging out the cockpit. That's
You don't want me to break terms of service with my penis.
Exactly. If I'm not allowed to do it with my nipples, you're not allowed to do it with your penis.
On the last stream,
That's
we'll
quality,
do it
ladies and
together.
gentlemen.
That's fine.
Yeah, the last stream, we'll both do it at the end.
We'll both do it.
I'll remove my nipples and,
And
you can
tonight's
show
the
the
night. What?
What?
No.
Before we get banned, we just started to get an audience, and then we're going to get banned.
Well, it's been a
Potato.
So
I've only ever seen it written down.
I haven't seen it written down. Don't know what it is.
on that note,
I don't know where I stole that joke from, but I fucking love it.
on that, thank you everyone for joining us.
Yes,
that was
thanks,
fun.
chat.
It's
been
been
great.
lovely. God, it's 9:30. Can we get to
But
bed?
look how light it is still. It's proper summer, isn't it?
Proper summer in
Proper
it.
summer.
It is.
Proper summer in
Night,
it.
night's drawing in there, Mike.
Oh, just realised. Can we do? It's Glastonbury soon. Can we do Loftusbury this year?
Oh yeah, I forgot that it's. Wait, are they doing Glastonbury? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like the
Paul,
year
Paul
off.
McCartney's headlining.
Is he?
Yeah,
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Who's
But we could
headlining?
Paul
He
McCartney.
sings one of Kintyre.
Paul McCartney.
Well, I think he's on the Sunday night one where it's like
The Legend
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah.
the
Diana
grannies.
Ross is tea time.
When I went, it was Shirley Bassey. That was great.
I've got. Can I air a slight? It's not a grievance because it's Shirley Bassey. No one should have a grievance against Shirley Bassey.
Mm.
But
Yes.
I do feel like every song of Shirley Bassey's ends the same.
Yeah, with her going, oh! If you could do it, you would though. That's the thing. Like, yeah, like you can't blame her because
Yeah,
it's like, well, if you can make that sound, you might as well do it every time.
This is true.
It's great.
Not that sound though.
Not that sound, the sound that Shirley actually makes. That I'm demonstrating the ilk of.
I think you should do it once more.
I'm not a performing monkey.
Okay, John's
Wow,
saying they've got
okay.
Diana Ross into elbow.
What?
What?
Guy
John-
Garvey and
Type-
Diana Ross.
Type faster, Jonty. Jonty, what the fuck are you talking about, Jonty? Jonty, what are
I
you talking
assume
about?
what it
Never knew
means
we
is
needed.
Diana Ross is on before Elbow.
Or
Oh,
does
it's
he
Diana
mean?
Ross, then it's elbow.
Or
I
does
see.
he mean that somehow them putting Diana Ross?
Diana Ross are gonna be like, roll
Oh,
the
Diana Ross. Yeah,
diamond
Diana Ross is on
line.
before elbow.
There are two
Elbow.
people who can get away with singing with a shit posture, and one of those is Guy Garvey off of Elbow, because all
Yeah.
he ever does is that sort of like grumbly dad thing when
Yeah.
he sings. Yeah, I'm Northern, but I don't fucking give a shit. And then the other
I'm
one is
so
Chris
more than it
Martin.
hurts.
Yeah, yeah. The other one is Chris Martin, who spend. If you watch Coldplay do like a full set,
Oh
he'll
God,
just spend at least 40% of the time
asleep.
on his haunches, bouncing like sort of.
I've never understood the fascination with Radiohead. It's just-
Where did that come from? You can't introduce that at 9:35 p.m. My leg's gone dead ages ago. I can't. I've got to walk around as soon as we finish.
I've never understood the fascination with Radiohead.
You're wrong. You've been bunted.
John's
Bunt
bunted.
him.
Yeah.
I-
You haven't watched Shrek, so culturally your opinion counts for nothing.
There are a few things.
Consider
that
yourself
you
You are
bunted
you are
bunting,
culturally
isn't there?
invalid.
Yeah. You don't get an opinion on the arts until you've watched Shrek.
Yeah, then
I've-
come back to us about Radiohead.
I've watched John Otway, so I know about culture.
Shut up. Watch
And on
Shrek.
that note,
On that note, J.S. Rock's going to go, who's John Otway? And that's going to really open up a can of worms for him.
You're gonna raid somebody, Dave.
Are we, okay, talk amongst yourselves while I find someone to raid. Tell everyone how wonderful they've
No,
been.
it's
You've been absolutely wonderful, chat. Thank you very much for joining us.
Bunt.
It's very nice to have
I've
you here
really
with us.
enjoyed it. I have.
I love using the word bunting as a verb. It brings me so much joy.
Jonty, before we go,
Before we
is
go,
there any
was it
more
sugary?
creme brulee stuff?
Was the bacon sugary, John?
Yeah. Was it like a
Jonty.
caramelized bacon, or was
Yeah.
it just like a dip?
Was it hot? Was the
And then
bacon
the
hot or
sugar,
cold? Was the bacon
like,
hot,
Yeah, that's
Was
what we
it
need to
cold?
know. Type faster, Jonty.
Jonty?
Jonty.
Was the bacon hot?
Jonty.
Thank you for joining us, everyone. Thank you, Jacob.
You can't raid yet, not until we
I'm
know.
not raiding you.
Jonty.
It was
It was
underglazed
underglazed,
but warm.
It was warm. It was warm.
Okay,
stuff.
okay, all right, that's fine.
We usually raid the wonderful James Stephanie Sterling, but I feel they've had enough raids from us. So what we're going to do is we're going to raid Kim Justice.
Cats again.
Kim Justice,
Oh, right.
she's brilliant. She's retro gaming addict, and what
Nice.
she doesn't know about retro gaming isn't worth knowing. And she does brilliant
Lovely.
videos and brilliant streams. So say hello to Kim when you get over there. See you in a couple of weeks, hopefully.
Yay!
Um,
thank you,
Way.
Bye,
Love
everyone.
you.
So
Bye.
Bye,
you
we're
all.
going.
Bye, good friends.
Uh,
Bye.
Keep.
You got to keep waving because I can't raid for 7 seconds.
Well, bye.
Um,
Bye.
I don't know any
Fourth
more
one.
of the Big
Bye.
Big House song. Bye.
And
Bye.
we're out.
Yay.
It's proper fucking raining.